Hi, my name's Tim McCarthy and thank you for joining us here today. We're at Maxoptra HQ and we're going to be talking to Paul Creaney about driver training and why he thinks it's so important to keep on top of your drivers to get the most out of them on a daily basis. Let's take a look.
I started in the industry about 20 years ago. Started working for people like Comet, Currys, Argos, Benson's for Beds. After that, I joined a subcontractor within UPS. I was head of operations there, which meant that I oversaw all parts of the business. Training was quite a big part of my role there, and of course the drivers are your biggest asset. So I'd look to make them more efficient through various methods, certainly their working methods while they're not only driving the vehicle, but when they're out of the vehicle making the delivery stops. We could shave seconds off each stop. Now, seconds doesn't sound very much, but when you're doing 60, 70, 80 stops a day on each vehicle, and you've got 120 vehicles, every second counts, and that can make 1 second off each stop, can make a massive difference across the fleet, and ultimately it can mean less vehicles on the road. Untrained drivers can be quite costly. Sometimes they could be agency staff, and of course they come with agency rates, and they're not as efficient as your experienced drivers, of course. So we may end up putting an agency driver on a route where we know it's going to be a cost to us. However, the route still needs covering. So with an inexperienced driver, we'd like to make sure that we can make him as efficient as we possibly can. So we would obviously plan the route for them. We'd put every single job in order. We'd even perhaps load the vehicle. So he's got his first stop is always at the door of the vehicle to save him getting on the back of the loading area. We may send the jobs to an Android device, for instance. So everything's in order for him. He's not having to pick up his map or punch things into his sat-navs. Everything's done for him. And that can make him much more efficient, maybe up to 30% more efficient. And it could turn that run from being a cost into breaking even, or better still, even into being a profit. Well, a well-trained team tends to be more relaxed and confident when they're on the road, when they're driving. And of course, this can see a reduction in costly vehicle accidents. Staff retention can increase dramatically when you've got a well-trained team, a more pleasant working atmosphere, and of course this all leads to increased productivity. So technology can improve the driver's day by essentially taking the thinking out of the job, so the job of routing his orders, putting his orders in most efficient order, even by removing the process of tapping postcodes in at every job. The driver can just get in the vehicle and go.
To wrap up, we've learnt that driver training can be vital to improving business processes, resulting in business growth, happier customers and better efficiencies. Thanks so much for joining us today and make sure you subscribe for more videos in the future.